So for part A, they want to know what part of the sample, what proportion of the sample had unhealthy levels of lead, and they defined unhealthy as greater than 6 parts per million. So you say, how many are more than 6? Well, that's only these ones, right? So that's 4 out of 23 total. And if my memory is serving, that works out to be like 0.174, I think. But again, doing that from memory, not from actual understanding. Do you want to know what percent of kids got a P on this section?
89%.
It's a pretty high percentage. What do you think they did wrong? Nope. Because I didn't put context. This would get you an E. They didn't show their work. If you don't write the fraction along with the percentage, that's it. They didn't show their work. They just wrote the 0.174. So what's your rule of thumb on a free response question? Don't write down a number that wasn't given to you without showing where it came from. So you can't just write the 0.174. You have to use the numbers from the problem, okay? All right, now, for your quiz tomorrow, what you could expect for a question is I would give you all of this. And all I would want you to do is fill in this box. Okay? And then for 2 of them, which are bolded and they will be labeled as worth more points, I want you to get the other 2 boxes as well. Okay? So, let's pretend Miss Meister's stupid. I know, it's going to be hard to pretend. Okay? And let's say you're taking the quiz. You have all those resources we just created in front of you. What's the first thing we need to ask ourselves? Which procedure should we choose here? Guys, what procedure should I do?
One sample is handled for review.
Does anybody want to guess how many people chose a 1 sample Z interval for P? Because they calculated a P hat in part A. Are you guys with me? Do you guys see that, like, critical eye we need to look at these problems with? And it's so silly because it shouldn't be hard, but they make it hard. You guys get what I'm saying? Okay. Hey, you guys, what's mu? If we say we're going to do an interval for mu, we should probably define what it is. Mu equals the true mean lead level in crows. The world's scariest birds. They're not the world's scariest. There's the one bird. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? There's one bird that just looks like half bird, half dinosaur. No. It's like an exotic bird. It's not in the United States. I'm sorry?
Peacock, ostrich.
No. I'm going to find a picture of this bird. But overall, crows terrify me. I had a crow follow me and Indy through the park. Like, just went from tree.
You consider geese other birds?
Yeah, they're terrifying too.
They chase you all the time.
I don't like them. Yeah.
Swans.
What happens like run past them on a bike? That was always scary.
I always make Hero run between me and the wildlife.
Like, I will go around.
Like, he knows I'm, because those geese on the bike path. If you're ever on the bike path by campus, they are aggressive geese, very aggressive.
On my bike.
I don't like it. I make a lot. If he's not with me, I start screaming very early on, and I look like a lunatic. But they go away, so I'm fine with it. The geese on the bike path terrify me. Yeah, but there's like it's like this weird exotic bird that is like the most terrifying bird. So I'm gonna figure it out and show you guys. No. Hey guys, what should we do next? Conditions. Okay, is the random condition met?
Yeah.
Yeah, up top we were given that this is a random sample. What about the normal condition?
No major skewness in the like this. Can we just use a stem plot as the
Yeah, you guys, a stem plot is a graph, and even though it doesn't look like it, I'm going to give you just a real quick visual here. Oh, not that visual, though. What? If I looked at it this way, do you guys see that a stem plot is just a histogram on its side? Okay, so you're allowed to refer to the stem plot. So for my normal condition here, I'm going to say the stem plot of the sample shows no major skewness. Very good? So when it comes to it's been a really long time, most of the time they'll give you a stem plot or a dot plot or a histogram of the sample to check those conditions. It's been a really long time since they've asked that question without giving you the graph, unless the sample sizes were really, really tiny. Okay? What about independent?
23 crows is less than 10% of crows.
23 is definitely less than 10% of crows. Okay, so for the quiz, this is all you're going to need to do with the exception of 2 questions. Does this feel like open note with this document that you just created along with that tree diagram with all the different things to help you pick which one of these you want to use in the first place? Does that feel like this quiz is kind of designed to give you a grade bump? Do you guys catch what I'm saying here? Okay, most of the review materials are going to be open note because it's like you doing the quiz is part of the studying. But I want you doing them independently so that you are studying independently, hence I'm calling it a quiz because so you can't talk to each other. Everybody good? I'm not trying to give you quizzes to be a jerk. I'm trying to help your grades while also forcing you to study. That's the intent. Okay? What next? I said on the quiz, this is what you would have to do, but there will be 2 questions that you have to take all the way through. And it'd be a shame not to use the last 7 minutes. So let's go ahead and real quick do the next few boxes. Okay? Write down those summary statistics, and then I need you to use your calculator to get the interval. Hey, how do I decide which function in my calculator to use? Well, you should, in my opinion, you should try to do it on your own without looking at this, but then check yourself like, oh yeah, I did pick the right one. Only because you won't be allowed to use this on the AP exam. So eventually you need to not need this. What are we getting?
I had 4.4157 to 5.3843.
Sure. Okay, all you got to do is help me with the interpretation here, and then we'll be good. We are 95% confident that the interval from again, you want to add the word true there, but other than that, I would just steal it straight from, steal that contextual part of the conclusion straight from the question itself. Having gone through this process, is there anything else you would like me to make sure I review before the AP exam? I'm sorry? Types of error. Type 1 and type 2 error? Okay. Probably not going to happen before the final, but it'll definitely. And then the other thing, you guys, if you log into AP Classroom, there are videos for every single topic. So you could also, if you're worried about it for the final, you could go look at those videos, tell you which